And welcome back to Wisconsin Family, and we are here on location at Animart over on the east side of Madison. And this is a really cool place, and I'm excited to talk to the owners later on in the show.
Yes, we are going to learn about all kinds of great stuff. You can bring your pet here, and you can shop for pets all at the same time.
Absolutely. First, before we do that, we're joined now by Kirsten Norslien, who is from the Gildas Club of Madison. Kirsten, how are you?
I'm great. Good to be here. Thank you.
Good to have you with us.
Wonderful organization.
Thank you.
Yeah, for viewers who, I mean, we've all heard of Gildas Club, but maybe some viewers don't know exactly what it is you do. So talk to viewers a little bit about what is Gildas Club and who is it for?
Right. So Gildas Club is a cancer support organization for anybody with any cancer diagnosis at any age and their families and friends. So a lot of people think the Gildas Club is just for women or it's just for a certain cancer diagnosis. That's entirely not true. We have about 30% of our members are men. I think it's just sort of how men and women process things differently, but the men that we have really find that opportunity to talk about what's going on and to be around other people who are dealing with the same issues to be really helpful to them. And they find just, I mean, we all find support and information and opportunities to take yoga classes and guided imagery classes and just a lot of different chances to sort of take a look at your cancer experience from a slightly different perspective. And a lot of people need, you know, it's a high stress time in life, and you know,
it's a really nice way, like you said, to find support and just sharing experiences, because it's an unfortunate and a unique experience that probably, if you're not going through those things, you can't really relate. And so you have
and that's
that network.
Yeah, and we hear that from a lot of people. A lot of our members say it's so great to be in a place where people just get it.
Right.
Absolutely. Now let's talk about this conference. You were mentioning to us before that we got started. It's called the Midwest Young Adult Cancer Conference.
Right.
And this is going to be how many years
This
now?
is our fifth year.
Fifth year. Congrats.
Thank you. It's really exciting, and I think you know, talking about people who get it, having a diagnosis, you know, before you're 40 is kind of this shocking event in your life, and a lot of our folks, you know, are in their 20s when they're diagnosed, and the really great thing is how many people are coming to this conference who are at our very first conference, all of whom are cancer survivors. So it's free. It'll be on April 2nd.
Okay.
All day long. People can go to our website and take a look at all the workshops we have. We have, I think, a total of 8 workshops plus a fantastic keynote speaker who I'm bringing in from Texas, who I've known for a long time, who, according to him, should have been dead a long time ago. But he sort of calls himself a cancer ranger. He used to be an Army Ranger, and then he was diagnosed, so he switched his ranger hats a little bit.
There you go. Well, how uplifting and empowering to see survivors and hear their stories and just give some hope and encouragement to those going through the same thing.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And there must be some value of having a conference that's specifically for young adults. Can you talk to us about some of the reasons why?
Right. So 190 young adults will be diagnosed with cancer every day in the United States.
Daily. Oh
Daily in the United States. So that's huge. Wow. I mean, it's across the country, so it's a big number.
Yeah, but that's a shocking statistic.
It is. And the life experience of those individuals is very different than someone who's, say, in their 60s when they get a diagnosis, and or under 12.
Right.
The statistics for people in that cohort, the survivor statistics haven't changed a whole lot in the last 20 years. On either end, you know, the other end of the spectrums, the ends are going great. The cure rate is higher, and people are going great. In between, it's a little tougher because it's really hard because there's not a ton of people.
Right.
It's still pretty rare, but there's. It's still harder, and the number of people in that age range that are getting diagnosed with colon cancer is actually going up.
Interesting.
So it really is a unique situation. You know, how do you raise your children and think about your work and sometimes finish school and all of those things while you're dealing with a cancer diagnosis yourself.
Right, absolutely.
Lots to deal with.
This is a tough topic. You're doing well at speaking on it. Let's talk quick before we go, a couple of things that I'm curious about. Can you tell us a little bit about what people get from participating and talk to us about the cost?
Sure. So Gilda's Club is free all the time.
That's great.
We are, you know, we have wonderful community sponsors.
Okay.
We have this community has been just amazing at supporting our efforts. So any of our programs are free to members.
Right.
The benefit of participating in a Gildas Club program, whether it's the conference or any of our ongoing programs, is that you do have that community. You have that pool of resources. You don't have to go onto going onto the internet after a cancer diagnosis is a really scary place to be.
So you can get that, all of this support is free, and this event is an outlet for that.
Exactly.
I wish we had more time to chat with you, but thank you for sharing
thank
all
you
this
so
with
much.
us.
Kirsten
Appreciate
Norslien from Gildas Club, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you guys.
Don't go away. When we come back, we'll be talking with Anamart. Stick around on Wisconsin Family.